my head I was going to have 300 yards. What's going on, Jay?
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we're live.
man.
What's up, Justin?
Justin Simmons. What's going on, yo?
What's going on?
100 yards what?
Well, I was talking about we were talking about J.K. Dobbins and how he said he has a chip on his shoulder. And I say anytime that you leave a team that you feel like you wanted to be at, and you're coming back and playing them, you're gonna have that chip on your shoulder. And for me, my example was being with the Colts, coming back and playing Denver when you were on the team, and I wanted to go for 300 yards. You know, I wanted to make you guys look bad.
That's fair. That's all valid. That's all valid. I did the same thing. I wanted to come back to Denver when I played with Atlanta, and we lost. I think it was like 45-3.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, I was hoping you would, a little more sentiment on my end, but it's all good. I didn't want to interrupt, man. I just wanted to come say what's up. I know you got your thing going. Yeah. I'm over here shanking golf balls and
that's
figuring
okay,
out my
man.
swing.
Everybody is 100 holes.
Yeah.
No, not even close. I'll be honest. I don't know. There's a couple people here that's like, oh, I'm on hole 70, and I haven't seen them pass us not one time. But hey, to each their own. It's for a great cause. Yes. It's a great charity. So.
And your charity.
Yeah.
Are you doing this for your charity or for a certain charity? Right
Yeah. There's a bunch of great ones. I'm fortunate enough to have my charity on this, the Justin Simmons Foundation. But there's a bunch of great ones, the Recruiting Classroom and a few others. So, man, it's just been a great day with a bunch of great people trying to find ways to give back into the community.
Yeah, you always give back to the community, man. That's one thing is just like you've always been a part of the community and doing that.
I appreciate it.
Which is special, and everybody knows that, man. And you're out here playing 100 holes, giving back.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Well, you know how it is, man. When you got there, I mean, DT, Emmanuel, Vaughn, I mean, all the guys that we played with for a long time, the few years we were there, like the mantra that Pat Bowlen set before, and we obviously didn't have a chance to meet him face to face, but the mantra that he set for what a Denver Bronco was, excellence both on and off the field, it's just it feels like it's ingrained in you. You're just going to find ways to give back. And whether you're a Bronco or not, you're in the community. I mean, there's a bunch of things that go unseen. Jordan Norwood had a golf classic.
Yes.
Miles showed up to the other week. Like, people may know, people probably know. You don't know. They do, they don't. So, yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun being a part of a special community, and I know you know that better than anyone else here. You're the Bronco kid. That's what everyone calls it. So.
Hopefully, I can get to Bronco man now.
From Colorado, went to Colorado.
My bad. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. Man, I'm not taking up no more space here,
you're good.
man.
You're good, man. You look healthy, man. You look healthy.
I'm trying to keep up with you. That's what I'm trying to do.
Then you got to get a 6-pack of beer and sit with me.
Say less. I'll get it right now, and I'll be right back.
I'll
get it right now, and I'll be right back. I appreciate y'all, man.
Hey, Justin, thank you so much. Doing so much great work out here for the Justin Simmons Foundation. Such a big part of the community, somebody who's sorely missed here around town and was just really for so long just like the quintessential Denver Bronco. I mean, he was like the Iron Man. He never missed a snap, never missed a game. He was so involved in the community. He was so well-spoken and just really represented, as he kind of alluded to, what I always perceived to be those great Denver Bronco qualities.
Yeah, and that's what you're looking for. You're looking to be a great football player, but also a great player off the field, because people are going to know you for more off the field than even on the field. At some point, you're going to forget about the being producing on the football field, but they'll forever say, hey, you know what? I remember Justin Simmons. I remember Philip Lindsay and what he's done for the community, or what he did for me personally, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, listen, Justin Simmons was a guy who, like, prior to the season, during the offseason, when they're getting ready and fall's right around the corner, and they have those, like, 100-foot by 100-foot banners hanging off the side of the stadium, Justin's headshot and his picture in his pads, that's what hung on the side of the stadium. So it's hard enough to do what you and Justin and others have of just making it to the NFL, being the 1% of the 1%. But then for a guy like Justin to ingrain himself so firmly in the community and be the caliber of player on and off the field that he was, it's just special, man. And I love every time that I see still things popping up around town on my timeline, online, about the Justin Simmons Foundation and about him just being a presence here in the community like he was for so long and is no longer for reasons that were kind of out of his control.
And that's how it goes. It's business. At the end of the day, it's business. You want to be on the same team for as long as possible if you can, and that's usually not going to be the case in the NFL. At some point, you're gonna have to move on. They're not gonna want to pay you, or they don't have enough money for you. So
going back to J.K. Dobbins, Phil, we played a soundbite right there before Justin jumped on with us that was basically J.K. Dobbins elaborating on the Chargers situation, saying, yeah, it was weird, but that's the business side. That's my agent deals with that. And basically, I'm a Bronco now. Those guys got to see me twice a year, and good luck, kind of pumping up his new team and reaffirming kind of his new presence here in Denver. But it was the second part of the clip that I also thought was interesting, and to me it gave a peek behind the curtain as to what the Broncos, after the wild card year that they had with Bo Nix, where they ended their streak of losing seasons that had gone since 2016. They made the postseason for the first time since the year they won the Super Bowl. And they shocked a lot of people. And I think there's evidence of that by J.K. Dobbins basically saying, listen, I've been in the playoffs every year that I've been a pro. He's been on some good teams. He's been a productive member of those good teams. But I keep losing in the playoffs. And I don't want to lose in the playoffs anymore, so I'm here to win a Super Bowl and bring a Super Bowl to this city and be a positive member of the community. So J.K. Dobbins is coming from a city in L.A. with the Chargers that also made the playoffs last year and beat the Broncos twice. And yes, there was the tender situation, and they drafted Omarion Hampton, and they signed Najee Harris to a deal that's basically the same as what he signed here in Denver, J.K. Dobbins did. But that, to me, shows you right there that J.K. Dobbins has a clear goal to win a Super Bowl and stop losing in the playoffs, and he thinks the Broncos...
Well, J.K. Dobbins has had the luxury for 5 years. 5 years to be in the playoffs. He's on year 6. He's hopefully he's going to go to the playoffs again. Actually, he will, because he's with the Denver Broncos. But for 5 years, 3 years J.K. Dobbins was on the Ravens. They always go to the playoffs. Last year he was on the Chargers. They were in the playoffs. So when you go to the playoffs every single year that you have been in the league, that's what you get used to. That's the luxury of being on solid teams that have built a foundation, is you're always in the playoffs. You're always around it. And it's at some point, you know how to get there. Now it's, can I get past the playoffs? Can I get to a Super Bowl? Because you start to see some of your teammates that you're working out with that you may know getting to the Super Bowl, and you want to be the guy to brag about it too, saying, I did that. I got to the Super Bowl. So for J.K. Dobbins, it's like, I know how to win. I know how it feels to be in playoff games, tight playoff games, get past the first round, be close to the Super Bowl and not make it. And I feel like this team, and that's one of the reasons why he decides to sign here, because he feels like this team, just like Sean has said, is close, that this team can do it. And maybe, just maybe, J.K. Dobbins is that missing piece, that run game that the Denver Broncos needed.
When you hear J.K. Dobbins say that he's tired of losing in the playoffs and all the complimentary things he said about the Broncos and that he wants to win a Super Bowl, he obviously just signed here, which means he thinks that he has a chance to do that here with the Broncos and what they've got going. You take that, you combine it with Evan Ingram raving about how much Bo Nix weighed heavily into his decision to come sign here with Denver, and try to take the next step in the next chapter of his career where he's bounced around to a couple of teams. You take all of those things, plus the success we saw on the field last season, and the way that guys like Travis Kelce on his podcast with his brother are raving about Bo Nix and the Broncos and all that. Do you take all of these comments, and is there a part of you that thinks that maybe the Broncos in just year one with Bo Nix and Sean Payton have kind of erased so much of that negative stigma and that reputation that they'd had about being a losing franchise?
I think that we're so tired.
And now they're winners again?
Yeah, I just think that we're so